Hey, I don't even know if this is my good side or not, but I guess I'll find out. I'm sure I have a good side. Um, yeah, just trying out this camera again. It's uh, it's August 13th. It's a Wednesday. Wednesday is my Friday. I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 to 3. And then tonight, normally I'd go do some work at this job that I'm working at, a few hours, but I'm not going there tonight. I'm going to not go there, do some stuff for myself, probably go for a nice dog walk, maybe a bike ride, and then I'm going to go train at 9 o'clock for a couple hours, because my trainer is going away for 4 days, I believe. So I normally train Thursday mornings and Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock. But I won't be training Thursday or Saturday mornings, so he offered to train tonight at 9, and I said, yeah, let's do it. I would be training myself, but it's much more productive when he's with me. He beats me up really badly, so I get a lot more accomplished in my goals. And I learn something new. He shows me new stuff every time he trains me. And then I have my core stuff that I'm trying to get down. I've only been doing this since the 9th of July. So a month and a couple of days that I've been going to Fitness World. It's changing my life. Exactly what I needed. I was very, I wouldn't say athletic, but I was very, I loved gymnastics when I was in high school. So I was pretty well put together, you might say. So it doesn't take, all of this muscle memories coming back. That part's fairly easy. It's my balance and my core, getting my core back and getting my balance back. That's been the hardest part. And some coordination. Not that I was ever overly coordinated. Like I wouldn't like be doing line dancing or aerobics. I'd be just like 5 steps behind, and everything would be inverted. But it's not one of my strengths. But technical stuff is my strength. But yeah, line dancing, aerobics, no. So any of that kind of stuff, I don't really enjoy it so much, but I do it anyway because it's teaching me a lot. Trying to teach my body proper posture and proper form. That's what I've been focused on for the last month. Not weight or anything even close to that. Just more form and my posture, like I'm slouched. And I've done this as long as I can remember. It's not like someone's just started in the last few years. So pretty much everybody I know that they don't all say, "Hey, stop slouching." But yeah, the odd person brings it up. I don't know what they say. Anyway, I know what some of them say, but I'm not going to repeat it. What else? Yeah, no, I had a pretty good day. I feel tired though. Had a lot of action going on at my work, so it can be draining sometimes. So I guess after 4 days of that, even though it's only 4 days, and then I go and I work afterwards too. And then I go to the gym, walk my dog. So my days are pretty long. I didn't go to sleep till I was still up at 1 o'clock, and I get up at 5:15. So I probably got to sleep somewhere between 1:15 and 1:30, something like that. So I just had a few hours sleep, and I guess I'm feeling it right now. If I fall asleep on you, you'll know why. But you can listen to the seagulls if I fall asleep. You won't have to listen to me anymore. Because I can talk nonstop pretty easily for a long time, like easily an hour. But I'm trying to figure out a YouTube channel, and I would like it to be around wellness and healing of some shape or form. And then I guess eventually have people join me and do podcasts or whatever would be kind of nice. But I guess to get started, as far as like filming and sound and all that would be awesome. I just do it myself until I get the more technical knowledge on that because I really don't know a lot about that. Now I see this video is winding down, so apparently somehow it's set for a 10-minute video maybe, which is fine because it's right at 5 minutes and 17 seconds and it's going down. Oh, maybe it's counting out. Oh, it's counting out. It's like, okay, so this is how long I've been filming. So now I no longer can see my view before I can see the view on the side. There's a small screen, and on the other side there's a larger screen. It's an Action 5 Pro, this camera. And I guess the screen just shuts off the same battery life likely. I don't have to be looking at myself. I know what it looks like by now. Yeah, it seems like this year is going by so quickly. I haven't had any time to myself really. I've been hitting it really hard. But I have a lot of catching up to do. I've spent quite a few years as a recluse and drinking a lot. And the whole COVID thing and everything was really hard for me. I'm used to going to the dog park and meeting new people and giving hugs, and just all of that ended. So I've been very not connected and just hiding away, I guess. So I just decided, hey, I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to get back into life and share myself with other people. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to whip myself into shape and at the same time. So physically feel better, and I feel better about myself because when I was younger I was always pretty fit. So for me, fitness is a big thing, and yet for years and years and years now I haven't been fit or even attempted to be fit. So going to the gym is completely new for me. I've never really done it. I've done it off and on, maybe a few months out of my whole life, just with other people, but not really like now. I'm really committed. I'm hired a trainer, and so I want to fit this into my life and keep it in my life, however that looks like. But for me, it's a total 100% learning curve. It's not something that I really know anything about. Talking to people, working with people, being open with people, listening. That's all stuff I'm very adept at. I've been doing it for years and years and years. And 15 years professionally now. So, yeah, but going to the gym and being physically fit, not so much. So, yeah. We'll see. So the plan is I want to start meeting more people, men and women, and make some friends. I've always avoided friends. Kind of just maybe had one friend, maybe not even spent a lot of time with that friend. Anybody that sees me on Facebook, they'll see me not on Facebook for years and years, and that's on purpose. It's not accidental. I just don't care to be using software like that. That's kind of changed for me lately. In the last couple of months, I decided I should start sharing myself with people. So yeah, I'm very excited. So I think, and I hope some really positive things will come of it, because I have a lot to give. I know other people have a lot to give too, so which I can receive. So it's a two-way street. And what else can I say? Yeah, I know a lot, but there's so much more to learn. I learn so much from every person I spend time with. So I don't choose to be around anyone that is going to distract me from my goals or what I want in life. I don't have a lot of years left, and I realize that. I've realized that for quite a few years now. So how I spend my time is very important to me. Nobody's life is perfect. as much as anyone can throw a tantrum. Anybody that spends time with me knows this. But I'm trying to practice being calm. I'm trying to practice not being that person. Nobody wants to be in the room with that person. I realize that. So I'm practicing that. It's a lot better than I have been in the past. But I still have ways to go. I guess that's part of my meditation, is learning to catch that before it jumps out of my brain. Because it comes out pretty easily. Reactions, people in traffic or whatever. Which, I just don't. I'd just rather not be that person. Just keep it quiet. So what else? I'm eating a lot better, which is great. I'm eating a lot of vegetables, and I've always liked vegetables. I grew up with a lot of vegetables, but it's so bothersome to prepare them and everything, clean them, peel them, cook them. I love to cook. I have always eaten single, so I'll have some potatoes, and then later I might have a little bit of meat. And if I had vegetables around, I'd have some vegetables. But I never eat it all at once. Generally, I'll just eat it separately. For whatever reason, I've done this for a long time. And so I'm eating probably much the same, but more with things together now, quite small amounts. I eat often, but very small portions. So, and that suits me, thankfully. I have enough challenges in my life, but eating has not been a challenge for me, thankfully, because I know it's a huge challenge. And you need to eat, so it's not like drinking. You can just stop, not do it. With alcohol, I can just not put it in my body. But with food, it's I need food. So that's it. That's a whole other animal. So I realize that, but I'm so fortunate that that hasn't been something that I've had a challenge with. Is putting food aside. I've been having some cravings for fat because I've got a pretty low fat body mass now. It's pretty low, so I know my last bit here, my body's it's calling out for fat, and I want to feed it the fat on my. I have some in my stomach left, so I want to feed it that. I don't want to feed it, whatever. It doesn't matter. Cheesecake. Let's say cheesecake. I like cheesecake. I never eat it, but I like it. There's a lot of things I like. If I'm drinking, I don't eat. I don't eat much at all, and I definitely don't eat sweets of any type. I pass all that stuff up. But I love me some apple pie and vanilla ice cream, and I would have some of that now, but just not right now. Now, when I kind of get to where I want to be, and I think that's probably going to be another. At least a month, I would say. If I go at the rate I'm going, if I was to hit it, I would say 3 weeks. I could be, and then I have all the strength training to do, because I've torn this rotator out. I've ripped the ACL off in my right knee, so I'm diagonally challenged right now. So the ACL has been rebuilt using the hamstring in my left leg. So my right knee has been rebuilt with the hamstring in my left leg. And that's all turned out good. It hasn't had no issues. I was very fortunate not to damage my meniscus. I had a little tiny chip, which they took out arthroscopically. So it's very fortunate because that's, so I don't have pain in that knee, and I'm so grateful for that, because I don't do well with pain. I don't like painkillers, so that's, thank you God for helping me with that one, because I have enough on my plate. It'd be very distracting for me if I was in pain. What else? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, my workouts. So yeah, so I don't do a lot of weight now. Like and you know, I couldn't even do hardly 5 push-ups like a month ago. And now I can do 15. So you know, my goal is to do like 100 a day or whatever in sets of 10, at least. Maybe sets of 15, do 150. You know, I used to do handstand push-ups 100 a day. Just you know, just drop and do 10. This doesn't take long, and they just sort of add up when you do them, mix them in throughout your day. But yeah, I mean, my trainer is he's amazing. I love his energy. He's always bubbly. He's like the Jolly Green Giant to me. His body of like a hockey player. Somebody's interrupting me with a phone call, so let me stop this out. Decline. Hopefully, he's probably going to phone back there because he always phones twice. Sorry about that. I don't think it interrupted my train of thought, though. So, yeah, my trainer. To me, he's like the perfect trainer. So, with this Fitness World thing, I'm not trying to plug Fitness World, but I never thought, I don't know, I never really thought much about Fitness World. I thought, one of those big gyms that probably sucks. They probably do half measures just because they're, you know, I've marketed them themselves well. So I went there with no kind of opinions. I was going to the rec center, but it's just way too busy. So I bought like a North Shore rec pass. No swimming lanes to swim in. They're always doing swimming lessons. I mean, they even take up half of the therapy pool, you know, where you go around against jets and recover. They would even take up half of that up to do like private lessons. So it's like, there wasn't any swimming lessons. I was going for about a week, and all the lanes were open. It was great because I like to do laps. And then I go, and there's like 2 lanes open, and there's like 4 people in each lane, and they're like really trudging along, and then some people just standing in their lanes talking. So I thought, okay, this is not going to work for me, because this is what I went through. Like before COVID, I was going to do like 5 days a week. I'd be going and swimming, sometimes up to a mile. And then when COVID came, I just stopped, and I just hadn't gone back. I talked about it, and I'd bring it up, you know, every few months, like, but I'd never really committed, and never. So when I, you know, wanted to make this change, I got the pass, went back to the rec center. But this not being able to do lanes just doesn't work for me. I don't have the time. So I'm going to do my 7 to 3, and then I'm going and doing like 3 hours at the Spaceman Suite. And then I have to walk Temperance. I have to eat. You know, I have to bathe. And then, you know, I have to go try to put some exercise in. So, and get sleep. So even if I don't do anything leisure, which I don't, I have done tons during COVID, but now I don't have time. Yeah, so that time is very valuable to me. You know, waiting around for someone to finish using equipment, or someone to, you know, or waiting for a lane to open up. So I just said to myself, I'm going to go find a gym. So Fitness World is literally 2 blocks from me. Not even really. It's at 13th and Lonsdale. I'm at 15th and Lonsdale. So yeah, it is 2 blocks from me. And I went there and did a walkthrough. And then I went back. Did I sign up? Yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, I did. Because, I mean, it was like bi-weekly, it was like bi-weekly it was like $22 and plus tax or something. So it's like under $50 a month. And then, you know, they have a lot to offer. Sun tanning and massage chairs and water chairs and tons of equipment. Great big space, lots, 2 stretching spaces. There's always equipment to use. Waiting around for stuff. Tons of treadmills and ellipticals, spin bikes, huge room for doing extra classes, which you're not paying extra to do. So if you're like really hitting it, there's lots of classes like that to use. So I mean, for me, it was like a no-brainer. But and then I waited a couple of days and I went in and for the first time, in my gym clothes and went in and I was just sitting on one of the machines and I just like said to myself, like, man, I just feel like so at home. I'm at home here. And I took a picture of myself and I was so happy. I just felt like, because life is for the last several years just, people don't really maybe know, except people I'm really close to, that I just haven't been happy for several years, But I don't try to spread that around. I try to spread love. So I don't advertise it so much, but yeah, I just haven't really wanted to dive into life, which is sad, but it's just the way it was. So when I went there and I'm sitting at this piece of equipment and I'm just like, man, I know this is exactly where I'm supposed to be at this time. And that was exciting because I haven't felt that for years and years. So, I tried about 4 years ago to do this same thing. And I just felt dead inside. It just wasn't. But I gave it a couple of years and I don't know what the difference was, if it was my attitude or what it was, but I just didn't really care. So this time I'm really working hard at making some changes. So so the changes will come, and just persistence and time. So because I've been through different stuff, like building businesses and things, to where you just know, like, you put the work in, and 9 months later you see the results, but it takes time. You can't. It's not going to happen anyway. So So I'm lonely right now, but I've filled my days. I'm confident at work in what I do. I always have been confident in whatever I do at work, whether it's construction or I work with people with concurrent disorders now for the last 15 years. I'm very confident in that. I'm a little OCD when it comes to needing to know my environment. I think for me it's a safety thing. So whatever job I'm doing, I learn it inside and out, just because I feel it's safe there. So it's not like he really puts a lot into it. It's not like that. Generally, like lazy nature, but I just need to know everything, and I'm a very curious person. So I ask a lot of questions, and I just because something's done a certain way, I don't just say, well, okay, that's I'll just I ask questions. If it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, I'll ask more, and I think I have that right to do that. But sometimes, you'll find that people never really gave it much thought. You're doing something for 9 years, and it made sense 9 years ago, but it doesn't really make sense right now. I've also, when I did business, I have somebody come and work for me that worked for someone else. If they had a better idea, I'm all over it, because if it helps us all make more money, finish a contract quicker, be more efficient, provide a better product, then why wouldn't you? So. I kind of take that same attitude when I'm working for someone else. It isn't always received well, but I don't really care if it's received well or not. I need to say, and I'm not rude about it. But I feel I contribute to every place that I work at, and I care about whatever I'm doing. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. And so I need to have a say. And then I learn that way also. So if there's if I find the reason that goes, yeah, okay, I get it now, then I've educated myself by asking questions. So I do ask questions, and can be annoying sometimes. And I think it takes a while for people to kind of get where I'm coming from. I maybe seem like a bit of a bother at first, but once they spend time with me, especially if they're in meetings and stuff with me, they'll get that. you know, I bring a lot to the table, and I just ask questions because I just want to have as much information as possible and be doing the best job as possible. So, you know, and I've got the best job in my work, but, you know, as far as my own life, I haven't done the best job. I've done like the least best job. So that's where I want to change that. And put Kenneth first, or Kenny, or Kenny, or whatever you want to call it this way. I want to put me first, and I have more to give that way. So, yeah, this is just getting started on this journey. I'm excited about it, and I don't know, you know, making these videos, like I was hurting just a month and a half ago, real bad, like a lot. And, you know, I still get really emotional too. You know, I was just mourning and just devastated. And, you know, I worked all through it, and there wasn't anything I could do about it, and I did understand it, but it hurt a lot. And I was the cause of most of it. That's what made it even worse, was I felt responsible by not showing up and not being the human being I could be, you know, starting something I didn't finish. So, anyway, that's it. Some people might know what I'm talking about, but probably not. It's been big. And I probably won't get into that. So far, I don't think see if there's a need to. But, yeah, I'm a little more settled with it, but, you know, I feel like I've wasted quite a lot of years that. And, you know, it happens. It happens. You know, sometimes you're just angry for a period of time, too. Even though you're trying your hardest and not really doing anything wrong. Being angry is really just another waste of what could be a better life. Right? If you're, you know, eating yourself up inside. Being angry about something or feeling less than. So, life can be better for a person like that. So, but until that comes to mind, I mean, you don't. You know, I didn't know. I wanted to change, but I didn't know even where to start. Just it was easier just to get up and do the same thing again the next day as I did today. So, yeah, I think this video is like almost 30 minutes long, so I don't want to make it any longer than that. That's a long time. So I'm going to say goodbye. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this video, but like I said, it's so healing for me to talk like this, because I would never heal like this if I was talking to a human being. So talking to the camera has allowed me to really do a lot of healing, because I have a lot of grief for a lot of years now. So this is the answer for me personally. I mean, for other people, it probably isn't. But for me, this is what's working. So all the best to you, and stay strong.